Okay, let's begin. First of all, a very, very big welcome to all of you who have joined in here. Thank you for joining me for this live session. This is my first ever live session on YouTube. I have done a lot of live sessions on Instagram, but it is the first live session on YouTube. I've never done a live session, and I thought like you guys keep on asking me how to budget, and I have already uploaded budget with me videos so many times. So I thought, why not to this time budget with you guys and you told me in one of the poll on Instagram that you are scared of Excel sheets and you do not like Excel sheets, but we are going to do it today on Excel sheets so that it becomes easier for you in future. And I have made this Excel sheet myself. It is your budget planner as well as a tracker. Of course, I have taken a slight help from the already pre-existing templates on MS Office Excel, so which I have already mentioned in the slides. So what do you say? Let's begin, and I'm gonna share my screen here, and I will share the Excel sheet with you guys so that it will be easier for you to follow. Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen. Just give me a moment. So here's my screen, and can you guys see the Excel sheet now? Yes, I think it's visible now for you guys. One minute, just give me a minute. Full screen layout. Cool. Cool. Mm. Okay, let's begin. So this is the sheet which I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, so with this sheet, we will start. The very first thing in the sheet would be, so let me give you some idea of the sheet. So in this sheet, the very first thing which is going to come is your budget overview. Okay, this is a budget overview where you have a projected actual and difference cost. Then is your budget summary. So this is the page where you cannot make any changes. Okay, this page you can't make any changes. All the changes are supposed to be done in this page, which is a monthly expenses page. Okay, now this monthly expenses page, you have to put your projected cost, and then you have to put a actual cost towards the end of the month or whenever you make an expenditure during a month. I would suggest you keep this Excel sheet on your desktop so that when in the evening first time you sit, what do, you open this Excel sheet and put down all your expenses in a day, and you are done within 5 to 7 minutes for a day. Okay, and this is an additional data. I'll let you know what is it about. So let's begin with the monthly expenses. So what does this monthly expenses show you? Under description, you can see a medical expenditure, a school supplies, school tuition, concert. So these are different kind of expenditure which can be there. You can easily click and edit those expenditures. Suppose in place of concert, I want to put like a theater. I can easily put it there and it falls under entertainment section. If I don't want to put in an entertainment section, like it is not for me, it is for my children. If they are going for a movie and they have asked for the payment, I'll put it like a children. Here. Okay, the children category. Similarly, if you are like buying a grocery, so it is under a housing expenditure. If you are paying a gas payment, it is under a housing expenditure. if it is a medical, now it could be for you, again for your children. You can choose a children, or you can use a personal care, right? So you can put it in any of the categories. Suppose I put it in this category and I have put 1,000 rupees for medical. That is my projected for this month. I might have to spend 1,000 rupees on my medical emergencies or any other reason. So similarly, put all your expenditure under the description section. Are you getting it? Like, is it clear for you? Does it make sense? Great. Going back to the why you have put everything under projected on not under budget summary, because in the budget summary you item separately under one particular category. Now, suppose you have like school subject category, under housing category, under children category. When you go to budget summary every month, if you're working on a Mac, you need to go to data and just click refresh all, and it will refresh the data. Now, category wise, you have a subtotal. Like for children, you have projected 5,000 rupees cost. For entertainment, I have not put anything, but you can put the total will come here. For food, again, it is 1,000. Gift and charity, if somebody's birthday is coming, you can already put a projected cost here and it will start reflecting here. Similarly, housing, same amount, like electricity, how much will I spend? So all these figures which you can see here are actually put in here. Here so that you can easily choose a category in front of your wish. Now suppose these categories are not enough and you have certain celebration or something, you want to add that category or some other category, you can come to this tab, which is an additional data tab, and you can put a category here. Celebration. Suppose I put celebration. Okay. And we'll start. You can see this is celebration under this drop down menu. Similarly, when you come to budget summary, you will see that category. Again, refresh all and you will see that category here. Okay. Here also, if you want a subtotal of any particular category, set that. If you don't want any particular category, remove the filter. Easy, right? So that is how easily you can budget every month, and it is so here in front of projected. So dining out, suppose I did for 500 and I paid 5,000 that month. So there is a difference of 4,000 rupees which I have paid extra. Similarly, house is 6,500, but actually I'm paying 8,000 per month now, which is 1,500 more than my projected, right? Similarly, miscellaneous, I thought 2,000, but because there was one celebration at my home, I paid 4,000 rupees. In newspaper, because I stopped newspaper, I didn't spend anything. So the difference, now the difference in food category is minus 4,000. Like I spent more 4,000 extra here. Housing additional, I have saved 4,421 rupees. In personal care, I have saved 2,500 rupees. Now, when we go under budget overview, let me put a projected salary. For example, I put 50,000 rupees and my perks, for example, I put 10,000 rupees. Okay, the total of salary comes to 60,000 rupees, and the projected and actual will be automatically taken from the budget summary page. So your projected and actual will automatically come here. Has spent on which category? So here I can see mostly I spend on housing. Of course, housing has generally a higher expenditure, right? And food and category, other categories have lower expenditure. Still, I can go into a housing section and see which category I have surpassed my budget. So it is a house help category. So next time, obviously, I will be putting it same as the budgeted, because that is a permanent expense. But in miscellaneous, where I have spent 2000 rupees extra, there I can work next time and do little better, right? I have also given an additional sheet here which will help you to keep track of all your monthly bills. If it is a too much work for you, please don't do that, don't get into that. You can just simply start from here as well. Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. I'll come back here. I'll stop sharing the screen for a moment. To upskilling budget, like enrolling oneself in a course to upskill with time. Like to add upskilling budget, like enrolling oneself in some course to upskill. Absolutely, absolutely. That's a good point, Rashu. A course you should, in case you want to do, and if you want, I can definitely come up with a course as well. But what I think what is important is practicing it regularly. Like as I earlier mentioned, put that on your desktop, put the file on your desktop. That will help you to do and update that budget on a daily basis. If you're able to update it on a daily basis, there's nothing more to that. It is just a matter of fact that you're not practicing it every day. That's why you don't have your actual figures towards the end of the month. So actual problem. I think that makes sense, right? People who have recently joined, the link to this Excel sheet is in the description box. You can go and pick that sheet from there and you can start your budgeting process. And I hope that is going to help you. Okay, is anybody having any other question? Shall I? Do you want me to go through the sheet again? So I can go through the sheet again and explain you it once more. Any questions, you can just drop in there. Okay, I think all clear. Do you guys don't want me to explain it again now? So that's awesome. Okay, if everything is fine, I think I'll just open that sheet once more and then we will end this session. Okay? 1 minute. Okay, so let me give you a overview again. So this is, you have to start with a monthly expense sheet. This sheet has all the feeds which include all kind of expenses you generally make on day-to-day basis. If you don't find any of your expenses here, you can just delete this field and write your expense like stationery. And it could be for children or it could be for yourself. It could be for gift category. Choose a category accordingly, put a amount in front of that, and then this is your projected that you might need to gift someone the stationery this month worth rupees 500. And towards the end of month or whenever you make a purchase, you can update it. Suppose you got it for 650, that update will show and the difference amount will come here. Similarly, when you go back on a budget summary, you need to press alt plus F5, or you need to go to data and refresh all. Your data would be updated there. And if any, in case you want to add any more category besides the category you already have, you can come here and add the category like the way I've added celebration here. When all this is done and when you make actual expenses, everything is done, you can come here towards the end of the month. You can have your actual salary, projected salary, and the actual salary, sorry. And I got the perks of suppose 11,000 rupees. So this is the actual, and I made it 1 lakh. That is way too much. So that is actual, and now I have my projection in place. Whatever was there in the budget summary sheet already came here, and this shows how much I have spent in which category. And yes, that gives you a quite clear view that where you are spending too much. If it is too much in the entertainment category, you can always work on that. If it is too much in any other category, you can always work in that. So doing this process will help you to understand where you are actually investing your money every month. Okay. Okay, let me. Sure, Rashu, I'll definitely make sure that I might come up with some course on this. As now you have said it, I feel that people do have a need for this thing. I wasn't sure about this earlier. So thank you for that suggestion. And I hope you guys have found this valuable. So until next time, guys, use this sheet. Again, the sheet link is in bio, in description. You can download it from there. And yes, I am coming with another live at 5:30 p.m. on my Instagram, Curious Hits underscore. The link is in the description box. It is about all the aspiring content writers. I am coming up with a new series because as I talk a lot about investing, saving money, you guys always come up and ask me that how to earn that kind of money that we can invest better. So I have decided to open the more source of avenues for you to make you understand that there are so many fields from where you can earn more money. And for that, I have started a series on my Instagram, which is how to make more money by. Now this buy could be content writing, coaching business, and all that. And for each category, I am bringing on some guests for you, people who are masters in their field and who have converted their side hustle into a full-time business. They are going to help you. So first live is today at 5:30 p.m. Join me there. It is about content writing. If you have ever planned to take it as a career, it is definitely going to help you. Okay. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for joining in, and take care. Bye bye.